I am a recovering alcoholic, and as of today, I am exactly 5 weeks sober. Last night I faced the ultimate test, but I managed to overcome it. I had the worst day at work. My biggest client pulled out, and my stress levels were through the roof. Before I even realized what I was doing, my old habits took over. I drove straight to my old neighborhood bar. Yeah, I walked right inside, sat down on the bar stool, and ordered a double whiskey. The bartender poured it, set the glass right in front of me, and the smell hit me instantly. I picked up the glass. My hand was shaking, and everything in my body was screaming at me to just take one sip to numb the stress. I stared at that liquid for what felt like an eternity. I looked at my reflection in the mirror behind the bar and thought about how hard these past 5 weeks have been to win back. I thought about my family. With the glass literally an inch from my lips, I slammed it back down on the counter, threw down a $10 bill, and walked out into the cold air. I didn't drink it. It was the hardest thing I've ever done, but waking up sober this morning was worth it.
David woke up this morning, 36 days sober. Walking away from that drink was not easy, but he did it. Let's now turn our attention to Sarah and listen to her story.
It happened just last week, and it's really hard to say out loud. I yielded to something illegal, honestly. I was using a walk-up ATM downtown late at night. The guy ahead of me took his card, grabbed his receipt, and walked away in a hurry. But he forgot his cash. There was $200 just sticking straight out of the machine. I looked around. The street was completely empty. The temptation hit me instantly because I've been struggling to pay my electricity bill this month. Instead of calling out to him or bringing it to the bank, I grabbed the cash, stuffed it in my jacket, and walked away as fast as I could. I used it for my bill, but now, every time I see an ATM, I just feel this heavy weight of shame.
Thank you for your honesty, Sarah. Sharing a mistake like that takes immense courage. Today, we are going to take a deep dive into the anatomy of temptation. Temptation is a strong desire to do something that you know you should avoid because it is wrong.
Is temptation a sin?
Temptation is not a sin. A bad thought, desire, or sudden urge is not a moral failure.
When does sin occur?
Everyone faces temptation because we live in a fallen world. Sin begins only when a person willfully consents to temptation. James 1:14-15 states, "Each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. Then, after desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is full grown, gives birth to death." The exact threshold where a thought becomes a sin is as follows. Phase 1. An evil thought flashes into your consciousness. Phase 2. You realize the thought is in your mind. Phase 3A. The moment you recognize the thought is wrong, you consciously reject it, rebuke it, or turn your attention elsewhere. This is successfully resisting temptation. Or Phase 3B. You realize the thought is in your mind, but instead of pushing it away, you consciously choose to entertain it. Your will has actively consented to the evil. It becomes a sin. Hebrews 4:15 says, Jesus has been tempted in every way, just as we are, yet he did not sin. If you find yourself becoming aware of an evil thought, do the following spiritual steps immediately. Pray and ask for divine help to refocus your mind. Replace the intrusive thought with a memorized Bible verse. Occupy your brain with a completely different, constructive activity. The temptations in your life are no different from what others experience. And God is faithful. He will not allow the temptation to be more than you can stand. When you are tempted, He will show you a way out so that you can endure. 1 Corinthians 10:13. Remember, when you resist a temptation, you are helping prove to the universe that God's law is fair, just, and possible to keep through His strength.